Hi, Hector Quiroga here with the Quiroga Law Office. Today I'd like to talk to you about custody and what custody means in a family law context and what it means specifically to the state of Washington. Now, custody seems to create a lot of problems on dissolution actions. People want their parenting plan and they want to make sure that they have custody, that is their custody, and therefore they have the decision-making power. Well, custody is just a word. It doesn't really exist in the terms of what people or the parties usually think. I think what this is, the confusion comes from other states like California, where the term custody actually has some legal meaning different from what we understand in Washington. Custody in Washington, there is a place in where the parenting plan in their section 3.12 will ask us to assign or put in or write in who is the custodial parent. But the statute, and this is a mandatory form, is specifically outlined in that section, and it tells us that this designation only has to do with federal benefits. When somebody's looking for aid, they might look at the parenting plan and see who has custodial parentage, and that's the person we're going to give some federal aid. That really is all it means. It doesn't mean who has decision-making power. It doesn't mean who has more time or more residential time, or it doesn't mean anything else. So sometimes when I see this big bickering that goes on, parties could end up spending substantial amount of time, substantial amount of headache and resources on a designation that may not necessarily mean what they think it means. So this designation is important for one more reason other than custodial, other than a federal designation for benefit. It has to do with relocation action. So if one of the parties wants to move away from the state or outside of the county, the presumption is that if you are the custodial parent, that the presumption is that we are going to allow you to move outside of the state or out of the county. It is the duty of the person stopping the relocation, or the person that wants to block that, to rebut the presumption that you can move. So there is a presumption that the custodial parent can actually move, and that can be rebutted. Now that sounds like a lot of jargon, really, to say kind of like what it is anyway. We are in a free country. You can move whenever you want to. Can you take